everybody, Vanessa here from DeGanya Aromatics, natural products for the 3 dimensions of you. You are a spirit, you are a soul, and you live in a body that is fearfully and wonderfully made. So thank you for joining me on another broadcast. I am going to be making the 7th soap in my Confetti Soap Series. And the reason I add the rosemary antioxidant is so that it helps with oil rancidity, because oils do go bad. So I had 10 drops there, and I am going to just stir it in a little bit. I want to have buttermilk powder, something a little different. I love milk powders and soaps. It doesn't matter whether it's coconut milk powder, or if I'm using goat's milk powder or buttermilk powder. I haven't used plain like cow's milk powder yet, but I have to try that one of these days. I guess I would probably use instant milk for it. So I'm stirring this up, and as I stir it, I want to make sure that there are no lumps left in the buttermilk powder. So I'm going to stir it a bit, and then I'm going to stick blend it for a smooth consistency. Yes. And pardon the noise, it does get pretty loud. So that looks pretty good. I don't see any lumps or any bumps in here, which makes me very happy. When possible, I gently tip my pot, and I am pouring my lye in. I have found, and I have said this before, that by using this method, I find that I have less air. Oh, this is heavy. Less air bubbles in my soap. And now I'm going to stick blend it just to the point of emulsion, where the oils and the water mixture are no longer separated. Work. So this is good. Now I'm going to do a separation, and I want to say, hey Laura, thank you for joining me today. Hope things are going well with you. Heidi, howdy. So now I'm going to separate. I am glad you could join me too. To this 80 ounces of wet soap, I am going to add in some orange mica. This is a beautiful color mica. Put this here. And I am going to whisk it in. And I'm going to start whisking in my mica. I am whisking each one in as they're all the same fragrance oils, they're just sample size. And I'm going to take my time to whisk in, because what happened last time is when I made soap and I didn't take my time to whisk in, sometimes you will get little pockets of, thank you. It is a nice color, isn't it? The orange is so sassy. You will get little pockets of oil not being completely distributed, and I don't want that. And I am going to stick blend it to thickness. Oops, I am messy, y'all. This is starting to thick up, but so that my other soap won't get too thick too soon, I'm moving this to the side. I'll come back to it in a few minutes. And now I'm going to work with the last half of the wet soap. I have another whisk here. And it's still relatively loose, because this is a slow moving recipe. And I am going to add in this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous blue mica. Hey there, Sharon Miller, thank you for stopping by. And we're going to add this to the pot. And this is going to be, I am really hoping this blue stays this bluey, but when I was reading the directions from the vendor, they said that, well, you know, you could wind up with hues of green or yellow, depending on the oils you're using. Well, I'm using olive oil. So the standard rule with olive oil, no matter what, it turns stuff green. It is a pretty blue, y'all. Let me just get some of it together, then I'll show it to you. Okay, and check out the color. Hopefully you can see it well. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to add in my fragrance oil. I don't need the whole bottle, just little parts of that one. I'm going to whisk this together. It smells good. So, as you can see here are my embeds. I chopped them up really fine. I double whammy through the, I have one of those choppers, one of those salad shooters. Great for chopping up soup. And this is what it looks like, so you can see it a little better. All right, and now I'm going to go back to working with my orange soap. And it has thickened up. I want a little thicker. Okay. So for each one of these molds, I am going to pour 19 ounces of soap. Now I am going to add my blue soap, my confetti soap, to this mold here. I'm going to do that for each mold. I am going to start, I don't want it to break, hopefully it won't break through. It's not as heavy as I would want it to be. So hopefully the layers will stay. Clean off these edges and clean off this edge and clean off this edge. There we go. That's the first one that's ready. Everything just fell on the floor. Oh my God. Oh, last time I had something fall on the floor and I had blue mica. It took 6 months to get the blue off my floor. Oh, well, thank God for, to be able to mop and get rid of it. So all the soaps are now around 50 plus or minus a few ounces. So the last couple steps in the process, so I can get some of this gunk off, is I have a little bit of the orange left. And so I am going to, it's not super thick yet. It's a little bit thick there. So I'm going to take the orange. I'm just going to put some right down the middle here. some down the middle here. So what I'm going to do is just something real simple, nothing fancy. I'm just going to spread the orange into the sides here. Okay, that's part one. Then take my little chopstick here and I'm just going to just add some swirlies. And the final thing I am going to do is I'm layering it with alcohol. Oops, excuse me folks, for 1 second. Squirt them more with alcohol to help prevent soda ash. I am finished for now. The last thing, which I'm not going to keep on camera, is I'm going to I have 4 of these. I'm going to put each soap in one of these, and then I am going to cover the soap, and for the next 20, what's the day? Monday. On Wednesday, I am going to unmold the soap and cut it. This is my makeshift, I don't know what it's like, oven or what are we going to call it, but now I am going to start uncovering my soap. This is how it looks when after I put it in my mold and I cover it up to let it rest. So what happened, I had a small amount of soap left after I did all the bigger molds, and I put it in this one. Throw this to the side and throw this one to the side, and I am doing my uncovering. So to keep the soap warm, what I do, I use a box like this one, and here are our first 2. So let's do some examination here. First thing, I noticed that everything is nice and hard. Hopefully it's not, I don't let it stay in the mold too long. Colors look nice. It looks a little dull. I do have a little bit of soda ash, but I'm not going to worry about that. The smell is exquisite as always. And let's see what happens when I try to unmold. Here's my first one. So I'm bending, and I have trays on the side. And I lay in a tray. Let's see what I get. I'm going to gently push here. And when it comes out clean, it tells me it's ready. Just a little bit of residue, not too bad. Pretty clean. Extra layering here that I wasn't anticipating. But overall, I think the line came out pretty good. So I'm going to do the other ones. I think they all look nice. So now I'm going to go forward to do the cut. And taking it down. Push, 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 push. So let's look at the first one. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Let me see if I hold it this way so you get a better view. That's the first one. Just open it up. What do we have here? It's kind of cute. So when I originally did this, I thought my lines were going to come in straight. But actually, if you think about it, look at this. There's some dips here. There's some dips here. I think it makes a very interesting pattern. Very similar, but no 2 bars are exactly alike. That top come out really sharp. I like that. I might take this one and make it a sample bar. From one log to another, which is something that I like as a matter of consistency for selling. So that's kind of cool. This went almost completely straight. But see, if you look here closely, a little bit did fall down. But that's good. That's okay. Ooh, I like the way this one's really clean. What do you think? You like this one? I think it came out good. I'm not going to cut anymore and hold up your time, but I am so thankful that you stopped by to take a look at the cutting of this soap. I always feel blessed when people take time out of their busy schedule and spend it with me. So, as always, this is Vanessa from DeGanya Aromatics, natural products for the 3 dimensions of you. You are a spirit, you have a soul, and you live in a body that is fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you again for joining. Be abundantly blessed and stay safe. Hopefully, I'll see you this coming Monday, 6:30 p.m. for the making of the 8th, like number 8. I don't say 8th real good. The 8th soap in my Confetti Soap series. Thank you. Bye-bye.